Hello. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's your girl, Nikki New, aka Nick to the New, aka Cold World, aka Nick Murder, aka Nunu, aka whatever you want to call me, you can call me. Today, today is September the 5th, Tuesday morning, the day after Labor Day. I hope a lot of you are well rested, well deserved day off. Labor Day, it was for the labor rights. All right. Make sure you check out my YouTube channel and we discuss more about labor rights and your rights and mindfulness. But we're going to talk about mindfulness in regards to Erica Mena and the spice. From Love and Hip Hop. Okay? I saw the clip. I watched it myself. I was definitely taken aback. I definitely did clutch my pearls. Okay? I had to clutch my pearls primarily because the fact that Spice was able to really trigger something in Erica Mena, which literally switched. It obviously, Spice hit a nerve. She hit a nerve. We get it. I'm a mother too. Yeah, and I get it. Mama bear. Period. Like the claws are out. All the way out. And I follow. You have every right to pull your claws out. But this is when we get back to mindfulness. Because even with the claws coming out, why is it that you go for the most derogatory racial slur known okay, in American history as one of the derogatory terms that you just don't repeat, you don't use in terms of as far as an insult. Okay, as far as an insult, that is the worst thing that you can do. And then with the colorism, it's a lot. It's too loaded. It is too loaded. It's way too loaded. Okay, in regards to the complexities that come along with that term and the person that's actually using it. And someone mentioned on TikTok, I forget the lady's name, please forgive me, but she said, why is it that whenever that term is being used, it's always being used towards someone of color? Usually a black person is always on the receiving end. And my girl Spice is definitely, she's definitely highly melanated. She's a part of the dark skin community as well. And Erica Mena, it's given of a Latin descent, right? Latino, should know better. See, this is why some people of African descent get upset when they hear other non-black people using racial terms, or even using the term nigga. That's been questionable. It's like, can you use it? Can they not use it? See, it's all fun and dandy when we are hanging out and we are, having libations and celebrating where, usually the African Americans in general, are usually more susceptible to accepting other races, right? Or other ethnicities, right? Inviting them to the cookout, so to speak. So what happens when you invite what happens when you invite them to the cookout? They come, they eat, you even have children with them. Right, and then they turn around and throw these racial slurs out. It's a betrayal, okay? I believe, and I feel that I'm actually Mona. I follow the show every now and then. I'm not a consistent watcher of the show, but I do enjoy it. I do partake in a little reality TV every now and then. But I agree with Mona for firing her. I hate to say that because she is still a mom and she still has a livelihood, but at the same token, what Mona did was actually defend Erica Safari, their children. It's not okay. That is not okay. That is not okay. And the whole point of being mindful, the whole evolution of being mindful is to think. There's no more, I just know, then you need help. You have a lot of anger issues, Erica Mena, and it's a lot that you probably need to work on within yourself so that you're not having these continuous outbursts. Yes, that's why we watch you and Love of Hip Hop, but we hope, I mean, the whole purpose of watching one over time and time is to actually watch their evolution. We're hoping to see you evolve. We're hoping to see you grow from your past mistakes or your past outbursts. This is why reality TV gets such a bad name, because of all of the, the jumping and the fighting, like bringing, it's like we're highlighting the worst of the worst. But there's also some women who are able to see themselves in these light and say, you know what, I've taken it too far. Shout out to Black China, right? Angela White is, I believe, is what she is her name. She, as you can see, is it Krishan? Forgive me if I'm pronouncing the name. Blue. They'll say their name. The gentleman asks, her son's father asks that we no longer put their names together. But she's another one. Watch how she's going to revolve. You're going to see it, because usually when children come into the world, right, as parents, this is when our karma is really activated, even more so than ever. So whatever we were doing before in the past, our children should literally humble us a little bit, because we now have little people. What happens if someone says that to your children, Erica Mena? Because you have Black children, you have Jamaican children. The same Jamaican woman that you insulted, your children share the same cultural background. Think about that. God forbid if they're in any one of those schools and someone is arguing back and forth with them and they call your child a mom. You get what I mean? If they called you will also want to ready to jump up again. So we have to stop with the insults. And if that's a subject that is off topic, see, everybody is so big and bad. I get it. We are all, big boss energy and this and this and that and for ratings and for likes and so forth and so on. But that jab, by you saying that, you probably lost a lot of the Black women that truly did rock with you or truly did enjoy your work or enjoyed whatever it is that you contributed to society. I'm sure you lost a lot of followers based on that. And not only look at what comes with the behavior. Look at the consequences that come with our actions, which is why it's so important to be mindful, even when you're in a heated debate. Such as that, and you're about to go. As they said, Spice went low and Erica Mena went to hell. That's literally what has been on the Twitter and everywhere else, like literally going viral. Once you realize you're going into the depths, pause, breathe, remove yourself. That is not a punk move, okay? That is self-preservation move. That is securing your bag, especially when you have, in more so cases, when you have so much to lose. Erica Mena, you've been in the limelight a little too long to not know how to, for self-preservation, preserve the bag. Y'all better get on, what's my boy name? Saucy Santana. You remember you should have, you know what? Once she mentioned your child, and that's clearly a very triggering subject for you. Know your triggers, people. Know your triggers. Know what's going to flip you off the hinge, to the point whereas you can eventually lose out on your bag. We know you from Love and Hip Hop. This is all we know. I mean, that's all I know Erica Mena from. I don't know if you guys know her from anything else. I don't know if she does anything else outside, but I only know Erica through Love and Hip Hop, the few times that I do catch a season every now and then. So Mona was absolutely right for having to make that executive decision. I think a lot more Black companies need to be a lot more stringent, because if this was, God forbid, an anti-Semitic remark, Erica, it would have been worse. So I'm actually grateful that Mona did make that move for us, because let that be a lesson to us all. This is not okay. This is not okay. Okay, enough of the coonery. All right, enough of the shucking and jiving. Okay, there's a time for entertainment. There's a time to laugh. But there's also a time to be serious, and you did cross the line. You crossed the line. No ifs and no buts about it. I'm a mom myself. I get it as well. I know what it is to be triggered, okay? But watching Erica Mena over the years, seeing that she's literally been a ticking time bomb every time, every time they're editing her clips on the show, it's always showing her popping off, yelling, just anger, just so much rage within. So I truly wish her well. I truly hope that she takes this time, because sometimes we all need a moment, to kind of take a seat when life just says, sit down, be humble. Life is always going life now. Life is always going to life. The universe is hearing us. Yes, you're receiving accolades and all of that, because you could be up today and down tomorrow, and down today and up tomorrow, vice versa. It could go either way. So let us be mindful. Let us continue to be grateful. Let us continue to cherish our relationship, because I believe at some point Erica Mena and Spice were cool. I'm sure, because Safari is really cool with with Spice and whatnot. So let's not start this division, because what Erica Mena did was not okay. All right, and I don't want any of my Latino brothers and sisters thinking that it is okay, because there's always been this underlying divide, between who associates with being black and who doesn't associate with being black. The beautiful thing about being, I believe, Latino is that you all have the option to choose what you classify yourself as, because even if I put black, they're still going to ask me if I'm Hispanic. So you have to be mindful when you're making these choices. You get what I mean? It's like I don't like when people act black, or hang out with black because it's convenient. You get what I mean? Then when you're around another crowd, then all of a sudden we're monkeys or whatever it is, or you're insulting us, because that is shady. That's foul. Okay, it's whack. All right. And as far as, you get what I mean, it's showing that you don't have much. And I don't want that for you. I don't want that for anybody. I think this is why it's very important that we just a little self-check-in every now and then. You're already in the public eye. We watch you. We watch you throughout Love and Hip Hop. We watch you get married. We watch you have the beautiful children. Unfortunately, the relationship, the marriage didn't work. I'm sorry for that. Nobody wishes that on anybody. But that is her story, or that is their story, and so be it. But let's not start trying to belittle each other, okay? While using derogatory terms that has been known to to be very offensive, okay? So if you're not, my whole thing is, if you're not gonna do it to the Jews, don't do it to the blacks too, please. Okay, the whole thing, because you know what I mean. If you're not going to do it, don't do it to us either. Don't do it to us either, because obviously there's also going to be repercussions as well. And if that has to be us being the ones to enforce those repercussions, so be it. Shout out to Mona. Thank you again. I'm going to say it. Because we have to put our foot down. Separate the weak from the obsolete. Seriously, enough is enough. We have to take accountability. As the African, from the African diaspora perspective, we have to start holding each other accountable for our actions. No, you was on some coon shit. Erica Mena, you was on some coon shit for that shit. That shit was whack. That was so whack. I gotta stop talking about it. I feel like I'm talking about it too long, but I just felt like that was just not cool at all. I digress. I want to get it out. Want to speak on it. I want to touch bases on it, because not cool. That's all. And that's all I have for our Mad News clip. Because that is all thing that is very mad. Are you mad? I recommend us a little bit. And I hope you get the help that you need. I hope you find yourself. okay? Because that sounds like a woman who's very lost. Okay, it sounds like a woman who's very lost and not in tune with her roots at all, and that's very sad. That's very sad. So I hope you get the hope that you need. Spice, sis, we with you. We're backing you. Okay? Because that's not okay. That is not okay. I'm even sorry that you had to go through that even on public TV. On national TV. I'm even, seriously. By our own. Is she? Now, because the way she used the slur, she used the slur as if she wasn't of African descent. So clearly she separated herself. Anyways. Now I'm taking it personally. Teacher, so it's your girl, Nikki New. I'm going to head out. And are you mad? Peace.